Hi, I'm Jill Chivers from 16 Style Types, and I'm here together with Imogen Lamport, my co-creator of our fabulous, amazing new online membership program called Your Type of Style, Unlocking Your Style DNA. So today we wanted to chat to you and about how the program came about and some of the background to it, so you get a real sense of the depth that has gone into its development, its creation, its design. It does have a very particular design to it. It is based on best practice adult learning principles. A lot of that has come from my own experience of 20 years designing and delivering impactful learning events in corporations with leaders and emerging leaders, and also based on Imogen's experience in working with clients and also designing and leading programs for image consultants, some of which come to her because they have done other programs and they want what she has to offer, which is truly something unique in that space. So I wanted to just sort of peel back the curtain a little bit and give you a sense of all that's gone into this program.
Yes. So, we started developing the 16 style types. It's probably four years ago now, I think, something like that. And it took about 3 years of research and development and refining to get to the 16 style type reports. And then it's been another year in developing this program and testing it to make sure it works and make sure that it's as great as it can be. So that's also something that's gone into it. This is not just I pumped it out in 3 weeks sort of course. This is something that goes really deep and has a lot of background to it. The entire program, so the 16 style types, it came about and using, so Jane Kesey, who's got 30 years experience with type, and Jill's got 20 years experience with type as well. So that's 50 years of understanding of type and using type and how type plays out in people's lives. That is coming into this program. This is not, we've made up our own types of people. The 16 personalities was originated by Carl Jung, and then taken over by, Myers-Briggs, which is often what people know it as, but it's been heavily researched. There's been brain scanning that's gone into understanding that actually each type's brains work in a different way. This is not just, somebody's, I've got this bit of an idea and I think I can apply it to people. This has actually been thoroughly researched type. And which is why we think it's such a robust way of approaching personality and style, because it really does work. It's fascinating, just from the research interviews we did to the review process, and how people have said it feels like you've got a camera inside my head, or my house. It feels like you're inside my head. Are you following me around with the notebook and pen? Like, how are you getting this information?
Did you talk to my mother? Was one of my favorites. Did you speak to my mother to write this report? I love that one. That was really good. Yeah. So look, just as recently as a couple of days ago, we had one of our past participants go through a process where she was describing culling her wardrobe, and she was describing these various elements of process, and she said, pretty much as it is in my style type report. And that's often the experience that people will have, this sense of aha, amazement, like I've never even met you. And yet this report that you have authored describes my process in such a way, with such accuracy and with such encouragement and with such clear-sighted recognition of both my strengths and gifts and my blind spots and challenges. Sometimes that recognizing the challenges and the blind spots, that is what sells people who can be a little bit dubious. We recognize there is a place for skepticism. You have to check things out and be satisfied for yourself. But sometimes recognizing those things is where people go, oh, now I get how accurate and amazing this model really is.
And I think too that, of course, that we take into consideration that everybody has a different lifestyle and location and culture and upbringing. Like, type can't tell you everything about yourself.
No,
So it's kind of like if an 80% is right, then it's pretty accurate way of looking at the world. But it's often that way of approaching things. We call your style type report your style essence. And then in this program, what we're doing is we're linking that style essence with what we call style expression. And that is how you actually do get dressed, how you actually do go shopping, how you know, organize your wardrobe, how you put things together. We're linking those together. We're interweaving them. And we're creating, you know, your style expression, which is going to be based on your lifestyle, your personality, your culture, you know, where you work, what you have to take into consideration, your family. I mean, every single other part of your life comes into this. But it's weaving those two elements together, and that's where it's so powerful, because it's all about you.
Absolutely. So, you know, one of the models that we use is we talk about core self, and then we talk about conceptual self and developed self, because none of us is a type. We are all beautiful individuals who have a range of life experiences, upbringing, education, religious views, political views, the whole gamut of life experiences, and you get to keep those even when you learn about your type, and you just add that in as another lens through which you can make sense of the world and who you are and how you interact with other people. And then what we've done is integrated that in an intelligent way with style concepts. Now, one of the things that we all have in common, except for those who live in nudist colonies, is that we all get dressed. Everybody gets dressed. This is a common factor. And so why not do that in a way that is uniquely and beautifully and authentically linked to who you are on the inside? And the fact that we have spent 12 dedicated months developing this program. When Imogen said before, it's something we developed in 3 weeks, I had a brief moment of going, I wish it was 3 weeks. It's been huge. It's been a massive design, development, research and refinement project to get it to this level of quality. And we really do believe that this is a program of exceptional quality. It's unique. Nobody else has done this. Nobody else has put together a program like this. And it is at an exceptionally high standard. You'll see when you watch our Zoom interviews with past participants, one of them talks about this element of the program. She said, I knew that it was going to be good because the two of you put it together, but I know something about learning programs for adults, and this has been exceptionally put together. And we really took that feedback to heart. We're really glad that that's how it landed, because that's the approach we took when we were designing it. We wanted to put the very best of everything we both have in working with adults in style and self-discovery, and we put them into this program.
And just a word on that Jill is actually an expert master facilitator as well, and recently presented at the Australian Facilitators Conference on online learning programs. And she is considered to be the leader in online learning. Everybody's asking her how to do it. So Jill is amazing at this. This program is put together in a way that really holds your hand, leads you through step by step, gives you the information, the knowledge that you need. You know, when we did our testing process, we were constantly updating it and improving it based on the feedback, and we had every type doing it. And so this is not just feedback from one type. This is feedback from every single type has gone into this, so that it works for all types. And I think that's what's really important, because very often when people create a program, they create it about kind of themselves and what works for them. And what we've really done is looked at what works for everybody. And of course, the feedback's always that some types preferred some modules and some types preferred other modules, but there's something in there for every type. And we really have looked at all the different learning styles, and you know, we've got video, we've got written, you know, there's explorations in the wardrobe, there's going out and doing things, and then there's sitting about thinking about things, you know, like we're really trying to encompass something that suits every different type. And that's what makes this program so unique too in the online learning space.
Yeah. So the instant you sign up, which we hope is today, you'll get access to our 3 bonuses, one of which is about learning styles. And that will be pure gold to you as you participate in the program over the 12 months. One of the other bonuses is a masterclass introducing you to the 16 types, another wonderful resource that will keep on giving and help you outside of this program. But certainly as you participate in the 12 modules over the 12 months, it will be a terrific resource for you that will help you understand yourself and also your cohort, your class that you are going through the program with.
And if you don't know your style type, that's fine, because you get to do our best fit process as part of this, and find out your style type. And if you do think you know it, but you're not 100% sure, you also can redo it during the program. So it is one of those things that you have all these tools at your fingertips with this program. And you know, the minute you sign up, you can also, you don't have to wait till the first module drops. You can actually start now. We've got a little exploration, we've got a little bit of fun, we've got some information there that you can start diving into before the program even starts. So sign up today. We'd love you to join us. Head over to our website, 16styletypes.com, click on your type of style and sign up and find out more.